Hello everyone, this is Korpah and welcome to the 4th channel review. And again, we had more people entering and sharing this series than the last time, which is really great, and I want to thank those that did. And if you share the series through the publication post that I put in the comments and in the description, or share the series in another unique way, you will get more entries and thus increasing your chance to be reviewed. And the channel we are going to review shared this series in a unique way, and the extra entries helped him get picked for this week's review. So without further ado, the channel that got picked based on the entries and based on the random number I get from the random number generator is HKZ. And it's HKZ7936 to be precise. So the first thing I noticed when coming to the channel of HKZ is that there are no sound. So we do not have an intro. As you can see, we have the basic layout of all activities and thus not seeing a lot. Remember that an intro will help you get more viewers and subscribers, because the intro will play automatically when someone that isn't a subscriber comes to your channel. So make sure to make a dedicated intro. This video should be around 1 minute long with a maximum of 2 minutes, so you can use that in the fan finder video as well. It's an option when you go to your creator studios. Make sure to check it out. Although fan finder will work best if you have a very big channel. As you can see over here, YouTube fan finder program, but you need 1500 accumulated watch time hours over the past 90 days to really make it effective. But well, everything helps, so yeah, make sure the intro is 1 to 2 minutes and to put your intro in the fan finder. So when checking out your channel page, all I see is your activities, so that's not a lot. Make sure you change the basic layout, because this already shows someone that comes to your channel that you have worked on your channel. And it shows them, of course, what kind of content you create. But moving on to the banner and avatar. It looks alright, although you might want to increase the size of your logo, because, well, the "Death is Coming for You" is readable, but when you increase the size, it of course will become clearer and easy readable. And also, I cannot see by just watching at your banner what kind of content you create besides, well, gaming. I know what content you create because I know you, but the viewers that come to your channel won't automatically see, if they don't know World of Warcraft, what kind of content you create. And also your avatar, you might want to put HKZ on top, and then it becomes clear in your banner and in your avatar that, well, you're HKZ. And I see you have a few links on the banner, which is always great, but, well, I know for a fact that you have Twitter. The links bring us to the About page. So when we go there, I see immediately that you have Twitter, but you just need to turn on the option that more than one link is shown on your banner. So make sure you do. And when looking on your About page, I can read that you have an older channel, and for that I'm gonna show you something you might not know. I'm gonna make a few jump cuts in the editing, because I need to go to my own settings, and yeah, of course there are some personal things there, like accounts, that I do not want to be shown to the world. But when you go to your creator studio and then channel and then advanced and scroll all the way down, you'll see redirect URL. When you go to your old channel and go here and put in redirect URL your current YouTube channel, this will mean that everyone that goes to your old channel will automatically be redirected to your new channel. And I think that's something you want, because on your old channel you have nearly 250 subscribers, and on your new channel you have 50. Although I know that this option is not available to everyone for, well, some reason, but I just wanted to show you, because if it is available for you, it may be a handy tool to get your older subscribers back or onto your newer channel. But yeah, let's go back about the About page. It's a bit short. You could add more text in here, obviously. Put in your schedule if you have one. If you don't have one, create one, really. It helps. And tell a bit maybe about yourself, but at least the content you create. That always helps. And you could add your business email address as well, but that's a choice, obviously. But enough about the About page. Let's go to the discussion page. Oh wait, you don't have one. That means you have turned off the option in your options menu that no one can leave a comment on your channel. I would recommend to turn it on again, because if you leave a space for viewers to comment somewhere, they might. And if you turn that option off, well, of course they're not gonna comment, and what you really want is viewer interaction. So even though probably no one is using the discussion page, but if someone wants to put something on your channel, they don't have the option to do it. So I would recommend to leave that open, and you can use it of course as a channel update section, which I currently use it for as well. So if someone goes there and well, all your people that you have on Google Plus will get a notification if you post something. So moving on to your featured channels and subscriptions. Well, your subscriptions aren't hidden, so that's great, but you're not featuring any other channels. And as stated before, you might want to do this because it shows your interest in other creators. And when you feature someone, that person might just feature you as well, which gives you a free spotlight on their channel, and this can increase your chance on getting more views and getting more subscribers. So make sure you do. Of course, not overdo it, only put people there that you either find great or are your friends, etc. Well, your subscriptions are not hidden, as I stated before, which is great, and you have subscribed to me as well, which is of course awesome, and this gives you one extra entry as stated in the rules, which increases your chance on getting a channel review. So that's really awesome. But with the channel stuff done, let's get to the channel tags. And well, it seems that you did your research, which is really great to see, of course. And you have put your old tag in there, your new tag, something you might want to take into consideration, although I'm not sure on this one, so don't quote me on it, is that you use HKZ, but you put HKZ here as well, which is a duplicated tag, which is spam, that's for sure, but one tag uses a capital and one doesn't. But as far as I know, tags, or in tags, it doesn't matter if you used capitals or not, which means that when you use a tag HKZ in capitals and HKZ in non-capitals, that it will be viewed as the same and thus as spam. So you might want to remove that one, and just to, well, to give you something to think about, when is the last time when you type something in Google or in YouTube used a capital letter? And I think the answer is none. So I would always recommend to put all your tags, no matter where you put them, in smaller letters. Again, I'm not 100% sure on this because I could not find any material stating what is better or how YouTube index these things, but it's something to take into consideration. Tags are the words that people type into a search engine to, well, find the content that they want. And like I said before, when is the last time when you used a capital in your search? And at least for me, the answer is never. But let's head over to your playlists. Always interesting to see. Well, you got a few, so that's a good thing, and our small collaboration is on here as well, which is of course great, and it's a great example of cross promotion, because when we go to the playlist, you will see that there are two videos on it, but they're made by different people. One is made by me and one is made by HKZ, and I have the same playlist, or well, my own created playlist with the same videos on it, and thus we are cross promoting each other, because the first video will go to me, so then HKZ is cross promoting me, but the second video will go to him, so when people are watching on my channel, they will go to his channel. So it's really a great way and a great example of cross promotion. And yeah, like George stated before, it's better to playlist for playlist than sub for sub. But the one thing I miss, and it's something that happens a lot on my own playlist as well, is a playlist description. There is nothing here. The description is used in search, so you might want to consider adding, well, stuff there, and the first two lines are used when you set up a single playlist on your YouTube channel. So that's also something to take into consideration when putting on single playlists on your channel page, which is a great thing to do, by the way. But with the playlist done, we're going to the videos already. So I see that you not have a lot of videos yet, but I'm not sure if anyone saw it, but when you channel is really new. You joined June 30 this year, so yeah, you got a decent amount of videos on there already, and you get a decent amount of views seeing your subs, so that is really great to see. So you're doing something right, that's for sure. But looking at your thumbnails, you could improve upon this, because, well, you probably will see it, but your text is not readable at all. It's really hard to, well, see, except for this one, what you write. So you might want to use, well, increased font, that's for sure. So make sure you up the font a bit and use an outline around your text. This will really help. And if you don't know how to do an outline, of course, check the school channel, etc. But then the easiest way to make something is, for example, if you use a black background and white letters, or the other way around. Those are the two contrasts which are the most easy readable. But yeah, a thumbnail like this is, well, pretty hard readable. But with that done, let's get to the videos. And I always pick the first video, the latest video, and a video in between to see how you have grown since you started out YouTube. And I think that's still a great way on doing that. And yeah, let's go to your first video that you have uploaded, which is Call of Duty 6 Multiplayer with Skype Commentary Episode 1. Great title. I can read, or I know exactly what I will be watching by just reading the title. So really good job there. I see that you upload in 720p, so that is, well, the minimum I would recommend. If you can do 1080p, I would of course recommend that, because it will help you out in the long run. I see it's not on a 16:9 dimension. But, well, we talked in the past and I know you have some issues with it, but you're using tags, as far as I recall, to stretch it up, which is a great way of doing things. But not in this video, but maybe later in the other examples. But when going to the description, it's a bit short. You could, of course, add a lot of words in here that target your keywords and the content that you create. Also, it's always a great way to put in a link of a playlist, or at least your social links, because the description get indexed as well in the search engines, and, well, they pick up everything. So the more you put in here, which is relevant to your video, the better. So when going to the tags, well, there are actually alright, to be honest. I see a few tags that are, you know, don't belong here really, which is COD4, because you're doing COD6, and industry. So that's something to take into consideration, as non-relevant tags are considered spam. And you are using parentheses. Yes, the smiley taught me that word. And parentheses are these special signs. And again, then the question, when did you ever put in that sign when you wanted to search for a video or something on Google? So yeah, there you have it. You could remove those things, as these are added by YouTube when you look for suggested tags. I would recommend to remove them, which will give you more space to add more tags, and more tags, relevant tags. Keep in mind that relevant tags. Yeah, the better for your video and the higher you will rank in search. The one thing you want to add is your username. So HKZ and HKZ7936 on the top of my head. Because, well, you are the creator of the video, so yeah, make sure to put it in there, and then you will see more related videos of you on the right side of the screen, although I see quite a few already, so yeah, that's a good sign. So yeah, this is not a bad start of the first video, to be honest. But let's get to the second video, which is Hearthstone Curse of Naxxramas Anub'aran Episode 1. Well, I played Curse of Naxxramas as well, and because of that, the title might be a bit misleading. And what I mean by that is you only fight Anub'aran once, unless you're doing heroic. So the Episode 1 doesn't really make any sense for me. So you might want to change that around with the quarter he is in and then the boss name. But yeah, that's really nagging on the words. Sorry for that, but that's something I noticed. Again, 720p content, which is, well, of course, again, the minimum I would recommend. And well, I haven't stated it in the first video because you did a collaboration with someone and his mic was really loud and you were barely hearable. But in this video, you have a lot of static in your voice, and it's either your microphone or your setting, but I think the first one. So you might want to look into that because, well, you are hard hearable, really, to be honest. It's hard to understand you, and I then don't mean the accent because there's nothing wrong with that. But it's really static in your microphone. But yeah, the title tells me what I'm going to see, and besides the few nagging points which I had. And when going to the description, again, it's a bit short. Let's show all first though. Yeah, it's a bit short. You added some new things in there, so that is great. You put in your freedom recommendation link, or referral link is the right word for it, and the official site, which is always great to do. Remember, if you are a gamer or whatever and you're using content of someone else, in this case he is using a game, Hearthstone, always put the official site in there. It's the least thing you can do. I know a lot of developers have put out that you can just use their content, but it's always great if you credit the right person. Keep that in mind. So title is okay, description, well, you could add more. I would recommend that you create a template. You don't have a lot of videos up yet, so if you create a good template and implement that on all your current videos and all your new videos, it will really look smooth and great. But when going to your tags, well, your tags are actually again okay. You could add a lot more, and especially your own username. You really should do that because that will help you out greatly. And you're using parentheses, these nice special signs, and I see a duplication in tags here. Again, this is the one with a capital and one without a capital. Not 100% sure on this, but like I said before, when is the last time you used a capital when you're searching for something? Ever. But otherwise than that, a few spam like industry, but other than that, they are alright. And the last video is 3 vs 3 WMS new channel growth concept. Well, if your audience knows what these two things stand for, then it's alright to use them, but if they don't, I would recommend that you would stay away from it. It might be maybe the classes, warrior, mage, shaman, warrior, no idea, shaman. Again, I don't play World of Warcraft anymore. I did, as you see by the beautiful picture of me. But yeah, if they don't know it, stay away from it. But otherwise than that, I know, well, roughly what I will be watching. I mean, your channel is all about World of Warcraft, so yeah, your subscribers will know what you are going to show. And well, this time you have 1080p, which is of course great. So that means you have improved from 720p to 1080p, which is really great, and really keep that up, because that is the content people want to see, trust me on that, and will eventually help you in the long run. It also seems that your voice is clearer, so you either got a new microphone or you got some settings worked out, but you are good understandable now, which is of course again great, and again from seeing the other videos is an improvement, so keep that up. And also funny thing that this video, which is your latest video, is a shout out to, well, this series which I'm currently doing, so that's really cool, and really thanks for that. And this was one of the reasons why you got some extra entries, and those entries, well, helped you got picked for, well, this week's channel review. So yeah, again, a great example on sharing this series in this short minute. He talks what this series is about, and yeah, as you can see, he posted my channel in the description, so that's a great referral. But you could of course add more again to the description. Of course, never forget your own social links, very important. And well, I see my name, but it's misspelled.
A shameful display!
Yeah, of course, no problem. Just a funny thing to point out with a Total War reference for those that know the shameful display one. Again, tags are alright. You use a bit less than your other videos. And for those that are wondering how to stretch your video to 69 dimension, this is the tag you should use, which is YouTube 2 dots stretch is 16.9. This will stretch your video to that dimension. Of course, use this only as a last resort. If you can use something to change it in your editing settings, that would always be greater than this. But yeah, again, this is also a great example on how to remove the black bars on YouTube, if you have that. But of course, again, you could add a lot more tags, your own channel name again, of course, and some other things. But again, yeah, they're all right. So that covers this review of the channel HKZ7936, also known as HKZ. And my top recommendations for you are as followed. Make sure you change the default layout of your channel, as this will invite people more to watch your videos than when they just see your activities. The second one, make a dedicated channel intro, as this will help you attract new viewers and subscribers when they're coming to your channel. And the last one, make a default template for your description and implement it on all your videos and your videos to come. And it might be an odd recommendation, but I say this because I didn't, and when I had 150 videos up, I had to change the description of all my videos, and I'm still not done with that. So it's really time consuming. So the earlier you start with that, the better. I hope that when you follow my recommendations, you will see an increase in growth for your channel. And if you got any questions regarding how to implement these things, don't hesitate to ask down below in the comments or through some other end. I want to thank HKZ for having me, and I want to thank you for watching. Remember, if you want a channel review by me, leave a comment down below with your channel link and a reason why you want a review by me. Thanks again for watching. This has been Korpah, and I will catch you next week on the next channel review. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed it, click the right annotation to go to the next episode once it is released, click the annotation in the middle to go to a video you might enjoy, and click the annotation to the left to go to the previous episode. And remember to follow me on Google+, as it will help me establish my own brand. Follow me on Twitter for all announcements and my thoughts on things. And join me on Facebook, as it is the place where all social media of mine comes together.